Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a Nomad in Gameland and to this Loop Hero, to Loop Zero series, where we're going to be playing through Loop Hero using what I think is the quickest and easiest strategy to beat the game in no time. And when I say beat the game, I mean do the first 4 chapters. Right, so we're in part 3, I believe. And where did we leave off? Right, so we're saving up to build the Intel Center now. We're going to need 10 metal shards. So we might not get it in one loop. One expedition, sorry, you might get it in 2. Fingers crossed. And then once we do that, we'll be in a position to beat the Lich. Now we can probably beat the Lich now, but I do want to do some farming before we do that. Now what we unlocked last time was the supply depot, which gives us supplies. But we don't have any supplies. But once we do, we can attach them. Right, so let's go out for another expedition. If you haven't seen what we're going to do, we don't need runes. If you haven't seen how we're playing, our strategy for playing, watch episode 1. And then maybe episode 2. Really, this is just going to be a farming exercise and nothing exciting, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to fly through it and see if we can get the materials we need to unlock that Intel Center. Right, I don't know if you guys just saw that. Probably, depending on how I cut the video, you might have seen it or not, but we got a supply. An old painting increases damage done by bosses by 4%. Now, we're not fighting the boss just yet, so we don't need this. In fact, we might need it, depending on how many stable metals we'll collect here. We need 10. We need to get to the limit here. So we may or may not equip this next round. But yeah, we're just doing the Sand Fair. We've got 6 spider cocoons, which is actually one more than I normally do. So if you don't want to get this many, that's up to you, but I feel like we can handle this. We're not struggling really. We're in Loop 5. I think we're going a bit quick. I might try to draw this out. I want to get as many stable metals as humanly possible, but we'll see. We shall see. I don't know. Right. Can you see again? Because we're coming up to map completion and I'm trying to get resources. We're not even that close. I'm not going to place anything until we get past this campfire, and we've got a bunch of Oblivion cards because we got Blissful Ignorance, and these are going to heal us up, so they're very, very useful, so I don't want to lose too many of them. So hopefully this just gives us a bunch of loot that we can recycle. And I just don't think I think it's unavoidable at this point. I think we're just going to have to finish the loop off. We shall see. I'll do my very, very best to try to drag this out to Loop 7, but I just don't think it's happening. I mean, we need 13. Oh, gosh, I don't think it's happening. I think we're going to have to farm again. But never say never. I'll keep the vampires, and thank you very much. Yep, no, we missed it. Yeah, it's going to be it. Hey-ho. Right, let's just try to... I probably will keep everything I've got on now. We shouldn't have any problems beating the loop. But yeah, and so in the hopes that we just get as much loot as humanly possible, and so we can just get, even if we recycle all of these, that'll give us 1 stable metal. So I'm hoping we get a treasury or something. Now what's great about having Blissful Ignorance is that I can continue to keep placing spider cocoons and grubs or whatever, because we've got so many Oblivion cards. If we end up struggling, we can just start deleting enemies off the map. We can make our life a lot easier by using these Oblivion cards. And we did get the treasure we were asking for. Whether we'll have the chance to fill this over and try to get as many of these scrap metals as possible, I don't know. We actually did it. We actually got the 10 we needed. We got the 10 we needed, which is fantastic. Right, actually, we can actually destroy all these enemies if we wanted to. So what I might do is get rid of the bandit camp. I might actually just get rid of the bandit. Right, why deal with the bandits? Now, we don't need to defeat any of these. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can actually delete every single enemy right now. And they just end the loop. Oh yeah, do not forget when you trigger the boss, press this. I almost forgot. Yeah, we don't actually need to fight anything now. Because with this haul, we're going to be able to unlock the Intel Center fairly easily. But I still want to get as many resources as possible. If I max out my store and max out my rations, that'd be great. But unfortunately, we're going to end the loop. But we did manage to get 10 stable metals, 10 wood, 2 metamorphoses, 7 food, and 7 rocks. Which is not a bad haul. So what I'm going to do now is build the Intel Center. Jolly good, right. And what else do we have? What else can we build? Can we build anything else? Not really. Not really. In which case, we might as well try to go for the Lich. We might as well try to go for the Lich. Right, well then, do you know what? I'm going to end it here. Join me in the next part where we're going to go and try to finish chapter 1. And I'll explain the encyclopedia to you too. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Take care.